everybody, it's live time. Impromptu live, didn't schedule this one, just wanted to do a live because why not? So, welcome. Let's see how many people we can get here. I already have two people and one like, and I didn't schedule this or anything. How'd you even know? It said two people waiting. I don't understand, but that's okay. All right. Jonathan C. says greetings. Hey, Jonathan, how's it going? Matt Boardman. Hola. Matt is here. Matt. You the man, Matt. There we go. That's better. I don't know what we're going to talk about tonight. I can't do a Prodigy episode 4 first reaction because we already did the full review yesterday. So I'll just do a trivia hangout kind of thing. If you guys have questions you want to ask or try to stump me, feel free. Go ahead. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I just wanted to do something. So still on a high from Prodigy. I've been watching Voyager. Yeah, Jonathan. Matt Barman, just for a little bit at least, going to play some volleyball. I've been sitting at the computer all day today. Yeah, don't stick around then, Matt. Go play some volleyball. Go out and do something. No sense being here. Put that up a bit. There's some fine tweaking that has to happen. Olivia Julius puts in a super chat of $2. Thank you, my dear Olivia. Oh my god, I get to hang out with the Foley. And if any of you are in the London, Ontario area tomorrow, I know that in London, England, they're doing the Destination Star Trek thing, but that's nothing. We have a geeky marketplace thing tomorrow with vendors that are at London Comic Con. We didn't do a London Comic Con this year, so this is kind of in lieu of that. So if you want to come by and sit in the captain's chair, I got the TOS captain's chair there tomorrow and Sunday. See, he's this guy. He was sitting in it. See? Come by, get your picture taken in the chair, meet Captain Foley. So if you are in the London, Ontario area, I mean, it's much better than Destination Star Trek. I'm just saying. Come by, you know. Might be dressed up. There might be a Borg. Who knows what's going to happen. I'll probably film some of it for a captain's log so you guys can see it if you can't make it. But it should be a good time. And yeah, excited for that. So it's tomorrow and Sunday at Centennial Hall in London, Ontario. I think it starts at 11 tomorrow, 11 to 5 or 11 to 6. And then I think Sunday is 12 till 5 or something. Not quite sure the hours. I'm just going to be on autopilot and just be there. So got some stuff to sell with the flood and moving stuff. This is stuff that's not damaged, but there's a lot of stuff I want to get rid of. So there's going to be a lot of stuff like Eagle Moss ships. Like none of them are damaged, nothing like that. Just there's going to be a lot of stuff there that I'm going to kind of be thinning things down a bit for when we move back into the basement, which I'm also filming a captain's log on, which once the basement's done, then I'll be able to finish that and actually release it for you guys to see how the basement looks and all that. So lots going on, and if you can make it tomorrow or the weekend, please do. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that. Hey, Jeddick. Jonathan C. in the episode of Voyager before and what? Rerum Trading, John Conroe and Demon Accords. Okay. Olivia Julius, $5. Sorry I haven't been around. Had a procedure done. One left, but check. But one left, butt cheek. Ouch. What? Well, hopefully you're doing well and recovering well from your procedure. And thank you for joining us. So, like I said, if you guys have any trivia questions you want to ask, try to stump me, anything you want to talk about specifically, let me know. I have a pug staring at me right now, wondering why I'm talking in her general direction. She's like, I'm not recognizing any of these words because I'm not saying outside or treats. Well, we're going to head tilt. But she thinks I'm talking to her. Like, she's the most important thing in my world. Puggins, you're so cute. Do you want to come here? Do you want to come and be on the live? Do you want to come here? Okay, come here. Come here. No. Oh, no, she's running away. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Jonathan C., as I was saying, in the episode of Voyager Before and After, how many years did Kes travel back in time? I don't know. I want to say... why did I 17 pop into my head? I don't know. Not quite sure. 3, I think, is the answer. Maybe. I think. Or someone here thinks. Jadok Productions, you want to know something funny that happened to me a week ago? Not really, no. I mean, sure, let us know. Number one sci-fi, did you watch any of the Disney Plus Day teasers and other stuff? I didn't, actually. I did hear that there's a Agatha House of Harkness show coming, so that's cool. But other than that, I haven't heard anything else. Eric Martin says, wow, Olivia, that sounds like a pain in the ass. Funny. Olivia Julius, $2. Puggy is the most important thing in my world. Aw, somebody loves you, Puggins. Yeah. The Multi-Gun Man. Welcome. How's it going? Jonathan said it was 6 years in total. So there you go. Both of my answers were wrong. Hezraz, I am sure we can find things to talk about. Oh, I'm sure we can. Jonathan Riddle, what's your stance on the Romulan ale? I think it's perfectly fine and it shouldn't be outlawed by the Federation. I think the Federation shouldn't put their nose in our business. If we want to drink Romulan ale, it should be legalized. It's not like Cuban cigars. It's like weed. It should be legalized. There should be Romulan ale shops. You can get different strains. And fun fact, the reason Romulan ale is illegal is because as soon as it touches your tongue, it immediately gets into your bloodstream, so you immediately get drunk. It's one of the reasons that it's illegal, that it's a very potent alcohol. So, yeah, definitely decriminalize Romulan ale. There you go. Jadok says, okay, fine, I won't tell you, mate. I hope you're having a good day. I was just kidding, man. Yes, let me know. Hezraz, I will be back in a couple. See you later, Hezraz. See you soon. Number one sci-fi, are you going to be doing a Disney Plus Day review on your Fleet Yards? Probably not. I have no idea what happened for Disney Plus Day. I won't have time to look this weekend anyway. This weekend's going to be busy. Probably not, no. Next week on Thursday, the 18th, we have the last episode of Prodigy before the Prodigy break and the first episode of Discovery. So we're going to have 2 episodes to kind of sink our teeth into. So the Disney Plus thing, depending on what was announced or what's been going on, might be worth a live sometime this week. But I don't know. We'll see. This is like the second I'm hearing about Disney Plus Day. I heard about it like yesterday or the day before, and I was like, huh, don't know what that is. Moving on. So thank you for letting me know that there's a thing that I need to pay attention to. Eric, that new Prodigy seemed like an old-time Trek episode with everyone out with their tricorders. All that was missing was the high-pitched whine noise that the alien worlds made in TOS. Oh yeah, that kind of whiny in the background. Yeah. Matt Boardman, did you get the digital premiere invite for Discovery? No. I didn't. Was I supposed to? That would have been awesome. Nah, nobody invites us to anything, even though, like, we're important and stuff. It's fine. Jadok says, last Saturday I came home to find the lady I was seeing in my bed with another guy. Wow. A pound of hash in my freezer and a bong on my bench, so I called the cops and kicked them out. Well, that's a real downer for the conversation. Thank you very much, Jadek. Sorry to hear that. Um, damn. Yeah, don't know what else to say. That really sucks. Sorry to hear that. Jonathan Riddle, what are your thoughts on the Discovery having detachable nacelles? Don't have a problem with it. A lot of people are very uppity about the detachable nacelles, but the problem is Discovery wrote themselves into a corner right off the hop by making their technology way more advanced than TOS and being set 10 years before TOS. So the only way to advance the technology is, yes, have detachable nacelles, have something so funky that, and that was actually talked about on Trekyards 4-5 years ago when we had Doug Drexler on talking about the Enterprise J and saying that in the future, starships would have Bluetooth wired nacelles. Like you wouldn't even need them to be attached to the ship. Guess what? That actually happened in Discovery, and now everybody's all up in arms about it. I think it's a fine idea. I realize if you lose power, your nacelles will drift away and all that, but they'd have safeguards, they'd have things like that, especially in the future. So it's future tech. It's fine. It looks kind of stupid sometimes, but at least they can still reattach. Does it make it more maneuverable? Possibly. I don't know. I think it's fine. I don't know why everybody's got such a bug up their ass about it. I think it's a fine addition, and it's 900-year advanced tech, so I think it's fine. It's good. Matt says, I somehow got on a list for it. I got one for season 3, and they just sent one for season 4 the other day. That's because you've worked on shows, Matt. That's why. So that's awesome. Congratulations. Eric Martin, I had a friend that found his wife in bed with another woman. Not sure what is worse. Let's just stop talking about that stuff because it's not what this live's about. This live's really about nothing, so you can talk about anything. But maybe I should just choose not to read those. But the thing is, I start reading the comment before I realize what the hell it says half the time. So, yeah, there's that. Number one sci-fi. They showed a sizzle reel for Obi-Wan Kenobi, have a behind the scene for Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett, and showed Hawkeye scenes. Hawkeye, you say? Somebody in the chat might have worked or be currently working on such a show. Maybe. I don't know. Could be a thing. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But yeah, I'll have to check it out, the Disney Plus thing. I assume it's on Disney Plus. There's probably trailers. There's probably, you can go on there, it says Disney Plus Day. You click it and there's trailers or something. I'll have to check it out. I just haven't yet. See, now I'm reading things before I read them. Do you think the second Connie and Prodigy Hollow was supposed to represent the animated series? No, I don't. It would look exactly the same. So I happen to believe it was referencing the animated series Connie since it's the first animated Star Trek production. And just have one, because it still represents the same ship that was in TOS. There's no difference, except for the bridge, which has an additional turbo lift beside the view screen. But Chaddock says, hey, the advantage, you could flood the nacelle with antimatter and send it towards a Borg cube to do some damage. You can't put antimatter in the nacelles. That's not how it works. Antimatter is restricted to the magnetic containment bottles, which feed into the warp core to create the... So you couldn't actually do that unless you beam one of the magnetic containment bottles into the nacelle and then whip the nacelle of the Borg ship.
You're overthinking this.
No, I'm not overthinking this. There's a book called the Kobayashi Maru, and that's and when Scotty took the Kobayashi Maru when he was young, that's how he defeated the Klingons. He beamed antimatter containment, magnetic containment things between the Klingon ships and then dematerialized the containers so that they exploded and they wiped out the Klingon ships. Not all of them. They still lost, but it was an interesting idea. Matt's like, maybe. Star Wreck, 900-year advanced tech, and they have no 400-year-old mobile emitters. They couldn't find a way to bring blue-haired Vulcan out of the holodeck. Well, first of all, gray is not a Vulcan. And I hate when people refer to them as blue hair. That really annoys me. And how do we know they don't have holographic technology, or how do we know they don't? They might have it and just don't need it, or I don't know. They would have the technology. In the 32nd century, his emitters from what, the 26th century or the 29th century? One of them. But you're not going to have a whole bunch of holographic people walking around because, according to Picard, all artificial life forms are banned essentially from the Federation because the Federation turned into a bunch of dicks after Measure of a Man, apparently. So, who knows? I think they would still have mobile emitters, but what? I'm getting stared at. I'm in trouble. Matt says today could be my last day on it. What? You need to message me, Matt. What the hell? Eric F. Been enjoying your ship talk for the last few weeks. Good job to you and your other cap. Well, he's not a captain, he's a commander. But thank you, Eric. Area 51. Regarding the detachable nacelle issue, people have a Mr. Scott's Guide to the Enterprise book and now consider themselves engineers. Fun fact. Jay English. Hey, Cap. Hope it's been a good week. Have you seen the new Star Trek Online United Earth Defense Force vessel, the elephant-looking ship they plan to release? No, I haven't been keeping up with the Star Trek Online ships because they release a whole lot of them. And usually we do some filming sessions with Tom Maroney, the lead ship designer, and we just cover 5 or 6, and then we release them over the course of, a couple months. So we haven't really looked into that at all lately. But the latest one I've seen was Eric Henry's, his new refitted or more advanced Saber class, but yeah. Colin Barrett, antimatter plus nacelle equals Big Bang. Big bada boom. Rob says, are we sure it's a Connie and not a Bonaventure? Maybe better looking for obvious reasons. We're not sure because we didn't see the back half of it, but according to the shape of the saucer, it is not a Federation class. It is not the Bonaventure. It is not any of those funky designs. And I know you said to make it look better, but then that's no. It was clearly Connie proportions, even from everything we could see. So Eric says Prodigy reminded me of an old episode, Shore Leave, where the dreams and desires are made real. Loved the episode. Yeah, it was a very tropey, sci-fi tropey episode. It's been done so many times in all kinds of sci-fi where you get your wishes granted, even in horror as well. But it worked. It felt like Star Trek again, and that was pretty awesome. So Terry says in Star Trek, is that 4, I guess. I'm not good with Roman numerals. I think that's 4. Because if it's V, then I, that equals 6, because the V came first. But if the I becomes for the V, then you take the 1 away from the 5 to make it a 4. So it is Star Trek 4. Maybe if I read the rest of the comment, I'd figure it out. The only time the audience sees a Klingon ship's engine room, my sister recently went to the Monterey Aquarium for a bit of nostalgia with Star Trek 4. Cool. And yes, you're right. Number 1 sci-fi. Episode 1 of season 4 of Discovery is called Kobayashi Maru. So another thing that Discovery is going to ruin. Wow. I think I'll be fine. Rocket Pup says, hey, how's it going? Rob says it's 29th century for the mobile emitter. Thank you. Jedek, okay, I have figured out a way the D could have been saved in generations. Ask me how, and I'll tell you. It's simple. I mean, don't put Deanna at the helm. Problem solved. But please tell us. That'd be awesome. Salty Snacks says, "Hey Stu." Okay, who the hell are you, Salty Snacks? Nobody calls me. Well, there's a few people that call me Stu. My dad can do it. The receptionist at my dentist, and my brother, and well, Doug Drexler calls me Captain Stewie, but no one else calls me Stu because they'll get their legs broken. So, Salty Snacks, I better know you. And hey, how's it going? You can call me Captain. Jonathan Riddle, be an actual Galaxy class ship. In response to Jadok, what? Fire back more than once? I mean, that would work too. Ozzy, who's been a member for 22 months, oh my God, almost 2 years, at Federation President, says, row, row, row your boat, okie dokie. Thank you, Ozzy. Thank you for being the Federation President. You are awesome. Terry says, I got a boner for the Bonaventure. Really? That bloated monstrosity? Ugh. I'm not talking about your boner. I'm talking about the Bonaventure. Moving on. Area 51. I want E.C. Henry's new Saber class in my hands. Get to work, Eagle Moss. The problem is they ended their Star Trek Online line of ships, so you probably won't be getting it. There'll probably be a 3D printable one you can get from Shapeways or something, but yeah, unfortunately, the Star Trek Online from Eagle Moss is finished. SP847256. I thought Bonaventure 2, it seemed like the distance from the front of the saucer to the center of the saucer was a lot shorter than a normal Constitution class. Well, you're wrong. Trust me, we've looked at the Bonaventure many times. We've actually done an episode on it, and the proportions of those upper curve of the saucer and the lower one, it is not the Bonaventure that we see in Prodigy. Not even close. So, good try, but no. Johnson C. Ever played any Metal Gear Solid games? Never finished any, but I've tried like demos and stuff for them. I've never really got into them. So, Hezraz says I'm excited for Discovery but nervous. Same. Salty Snack says his name is Malcolm and he's sorry. No worries, Malcolm. Yeah, don't call me Stu. That's just... Don't abbreviate somebody's name unless they tell you it's cool first. But I guess you didn't know, so you were just... Whatever, it's fine.
I call you Stu Stu.
Well, she can call me Stu. It's kind of cute. She also calls me Muffin Butt, but that's another... Jadok Productions. The reason the warp core is about to breach was overheating. Well, yeah, they always have coolant issues with that fucking thing. So they have vented the superheated the superheated plasma, as you put. Super only has one P. Out in the cells or other ports, as Geordi shut down the core. Yeah, but they didn't have time. Like they explain all this in the movie. There's no time to do that. They even say, I think there's a line of dialogue, can you vent the plasma? And there's a whole reason why they can't. So, right. Collins says 1,014 people on a Galaxy-class starship, one on the planet, one injured, and still they put Troy on the helm. Even Spot could have maneuvered the ship out of danger. Oh. You're not wrong. Matt Boardman, oh man, why did they stop doing those? Stop doing what? I'm trying to remember what I said a few minutes ago because I'm hanging out in the chat. Why'd they stop doing what, Matt? Troy is always crashing the ship, says Star Wreck. Look at, or Starch Wreck. Starch Wreck. Yeah, well, look at your name. The second word is wreck, so I mean, who are you to talk? Just saying. Curtis Simpkins, hi, Captain. I watched one of the episodes of the new Trek series, the one with Janeway, and I love it. Yeah, Prodigy. Curtis, you got to check out our live reviews of those. Watch them back. Don't have to watch them live, obviously. I mean, you can't. They're on Fridays. But yesterday was the whole thing. Anyway, yeah, it's a good show. Jonathan Riddle, could they not have ejected the warp core and used auxiliary power to impulse away? again, I think there's something about ejecting the warp core line too, but we need a new ship for the next movie. So no matter what they did, they're going to get blown up. So Eric says, "What does everyone think of the new Dune movie?" I haven't seen it yet, so everybody that I've heard that's talked about it says, "Where's part 2? I want to watch part 2 now." So it must be really good. I've also heard that it's very much like the book, all the visuals and everything, the way they're described in the book. So it's a very, very good apparently. So we're gonna be seeing it probably next week or something. That's kind of the plan. So Terry says Bonaventure is squat, but it's cool. Needs an improved saucer look, though. Everything about the Bonaventure needs to be improved. So, will the Discovery shuttle bay door be closed? Asks Ozzy. Probably not. I've actually seen some footage from inside the shuttle bay where you see like Tilly, and behind her you see the starfield and some work bees. So it's open. Hezra, so if we're talking about random stuff, and we're talking about anything, doesn't have to be Star Trek related, whatever. Salty Snacks, I promise never to call you Muffin. Well, no one's called me Muffin. Like I said, she calls me Muffin Butt. So, but yeah. It depends on the situation. I mean, you might be able to call me Muffin Butt someday, who knows? Anyway, moving on. Jadok says, okay, I'll go sit in the dunce's corner then. It was just an idea. Don't pull guilt trips, man. The Eagle Moss STO ships. Yes, Matt. Yes, that's good. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know why they stopped them. I mean, they were some of the better ships, in my opinion. But Hezraz, member for 16 months at the rank of commander, says, anyone see the last 2 Doctor Who episodes? Mind blown and smirky face. No, because I haven't watched Doctor Who in quite a while. Curtis says, I will watch them. Good job, Curtis. Watch them and enjoy them, and then join us for the other lives when we do more reviews. Mr. Trent 100, what do you think happened to the crew of the Protostar? Was Chakotay the captain? Probably not. It doesn't even look like there was a crew. There's no personal effects left behind. You see some crates and stuff, but nothing in the captain's quarters. There just seems to be nothing there to indicate that there was ever a crew on board. That being said, when the vehicle replicator created the shuttle was numbered 06. When it made the runaway, it was numbered 07. So looks like 5 other ships might have been created by the thing. So who knows? And it could be that Captain Chakotay was the captain of it. I don't think that's the case, but it's a definite possibility. Colin says the warp core ejection system, the most unreliable system ever developed by Starfleet. You know the most reliable one? The anti-grav plating. It always works, even when there's absolutely 0 power. Eric Martin, ejecting the warp core never seemed to work right, hence saucer separation tech. Rob says, can you imagine refitting the D into the E? It would never work. Oh, no. Ozzy says, Deanna was at the helm of the Enterprise E, and she texted and drive in Nemesis. Yeah, that's right. She was texting. You're absolutely right, Ozzy. The nerve. I need a drink. Heading to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good night. Love you.
Love you.
Area 51. In Troy's defense, the saucer can only go so fast, and the explosion knocked them out of orbit. If Nemesis, Picard told her, and in Nemesis, Picard told her to crash the ship. Starch Wreck. I love that name. Imagine all the dead bodies they had to sweep up and pretend everything was cool before they renamed the 1701A and gave it to Kirk. Hopefully they didn't miss any. Yes, this is Yorktown. Rob, Bonaventure was just the Connie put through the design language of bad 1950s cars. Pretty much. We did an episode where we talked to the designer of the Star Trek animated ships. I forget the guy's name. It was a really enlightening talk, though. It was really fun. It was a good episode. Check it out. Just type in. Unfortunately, Tyler or Fleetpaw is not here right now to put the link in, but just do a search for Trekyards animated ship designer, and you should find the episode where we talk to him. It's really great. Eric says, "What are you drinking tonight, Cap?" I am drinking pink lemonade. That's it. Nothing alcoholic. I have to be up early tomorrow to go set up the captain's chair in the Centennial Hall in London here. So, and I didn't sleep well last night, so I don't want to be altered in any way. So I got to get up early, go pick up Sky, London Batman. He's going to help me with the chair. My buddy Keith's popping by, and yeah, so if you're in the London, Ontario area and you want to come do something for the afternoon or for an hour or two, come by to Centennial Hall and say hi. That's for everybody out there, not just you, Eric. Hezraz. A number of people who say they currently hate Doctor Who say it reminds them of a Stolen Earth episodes and actually feels like Doctor Who. Fleetpaw. Oh, Fleetpaw is here. $5. Figures. YouTube decides not to remind me that you're live while I was doing stuff. Shake my head. How you doing, Cap? I'm doing well, Fleetpaw. I was just talking about you. Colin. Eagle Moss blames lack of retailer interest for discontinuing the Star Trek Online line. I call bullshit on that, but Jonathan Riddles, TOS ships are always better looking for the most part. Jadok says, I got something awesome from a good friend of mine today. It's a Star Trek where no man has gone before. A history and pictures. Oh, that's cool. Terry says, well, won't venture bulbous and beefy like a 53 Cadillac, but still cool as is a 53 Cadillac. Rob says, maybe the diviner hacked the protostar and told it to jump to his location, and he lost it. Colin says, there was a time, there is still time for Troy to crash the Enterprise F. Also, they never told us what happened to the Titan. Hezraz, I want to know the story about the diviner. I think it was him who showed up at the end of the episode. Something will happen to change Gwen's allegiance. Yeah, he's going to have a choice. He's either going to save the protostar or save her. And he's going to pick the ship. And she's going to realize that he's an asshole. Ozzy, the Diana crash. And Diana crashed the Enterprise E after texting. Yes, she did. But, like, she was told to in the text. So that's like the person in the backseat texting you going, can you please crash head first into, or head-on collision into that oncoming car. Oh, okay, fine. Curtis, Captain, I think the Star Trek cartoon, but That's Me series are more Trek than New Trek itself. Yes, Prodigy is fantastic. I'm really digging it. I'm really having a fun time with it. So yes, very happy for it. It's better than Picard season 1 for sure. And, you know, then there's Discovery. Moving on. Ozzy says, good night, Admiral Foley. She's already upstairs, so. Hezraz, are we going back to the Troy crashing convo again? We all know where it ended up in the end. LOL. Eric said, I'm right into cola and 40 Creek whiskey. Gotta love Fridays. That sounds really good. I could make some of that, but I don't have any cola. So that's my excuse. What time is it? 10:46. Starch wreck. Perhaps since she crashed the Enterprise D and E, it is now a tradition. Instead of breaking a champagne bottle across the bow, Deanna crashes the new ship and everyone cheers. Could be. Rob says, well, if you want to hit something with a ship named Enterprise, you have Troy Drive, except no substitutes. Fleetpaw is my fucking hero. I love you, man. Here is the interview with Rob Klein, that's his name, thank you, the designer for the animated series, and there is the link. So, guys, click that, open it in a new tab, save it for when this live is over, then go watch it. It was great talking to him. He had some really great stories about the animated series. The people we've met just doing Trekyards is amazing. So, AC Costello, daylight savings time is making me think it's much later. I was surprised you were streaming. Happy trails, Captain. I hope your night is going well. Evening, everyone. Hope you are doing well. You're doing good as well. Hey, AC, how's it going? Good to see you. Daylight savings time doesn't really mess with me at all. So, but I understand the problem. Jadok, I wonder if Detmer is going to crash the disco again this year. Oh, probably. Detmer, I just hope you should kill that character off. Just saying. Make it an annual thing. Fleet Pie, I was happy with the last episode of Prodigy. Definitely felt Trek to me. Totally agree, Fleet Pie. Jadok, or make it part of her dream sequence. I'm about to set my laptop to my TV to watch Prodigy with my kids. That is awesome. Hope your kids are enjoying Prodigy, man. Curtis says, I need to check out my writing there, Captain. Sorry, I make mistakes, Captain, sir. No, don't worry. It's all right. Just, I have dyslexia, so a lot of times when I'm reading things, I'm trying to, if it doesn't look right to me, I try to correct it. And then it doesn't go the way I anticipate because you meant something completely different. So I try to read it exactly as you say it so that I don't screw it up. So, because if I try to improvise it on the fly and try to fix it, or I think you did something, or you're saying something that you said it wrong and I'm trying to fix it, it just makes it worse. So, Jadok, but that will be after this wonderful show. This really big show. Hezraz, the promo photos for Discovery look interesting. I hope it keeps being good. Me too. Fleetpaw, one day you'll meet me too. LOL. Yeah, absolutely, man. Looking forward to that, actually. Hezraz, Prodigy episode was good. I was sad it was so short, but I love evil fake Janeway hologram. Stay with us. Eric, are you on your TV? Probably. I won't get too close then. Eric says, I'm more hopeful for the new season of Picard than for Disco, but mostly waiting for Strange New Worlds. From what I've heard, season 2 of Picard, because they've got some legacy people working on it, is going to be an improvement over season 1. I don't know how true that is. I'm just excited to see where they go with it. So, Ozzy, is Admiral Foley going with you tomorrow? Super Captain Foley. She is, but she's not. She's actually helping her mom out. Her mom is going with her business called Geeky Sheep. She crochets a bunch of a lot of really cool stuff. If you haven't followed Geeky Sheep Canada on Facebook, go do so. But she's going to be there selling her stuff. So Sylvia is actually heading out in the morning separately from me to pick up her mom and help her mom set up her table. I'm going separately to pick up Sky, and then we're going down there to set up the chair. So we'll both be there, but we're going separately. Eric, Matt, if you're here, deliver some cola to Cap's place. Terry, gotta ask, is Prodigy part of a regular TV or cable in Canada? In the US, everything new from CBS Trek is through their subscription. Yes, it's available on CTV Sci-Fi on Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. Same with Discovery, same with Picard. All the new Star Trek is on CTV Sci-Fi here in Canada, which is based in Toronto, and that's where they film the shows. So I think they have a deal with them. I don't know, but yes, it's available here. Donnie is here. Hey, Donnie, how's it going? Disney Plus Day, hope all is well. I've seen 20th Century Studios Home Sweet Home Alone, and do love it. Don't worry. I seen a trailer for it, and I'm not gonna watch it probably, unless you tell me I need to watch it. Sorry, just taking my socks off. I don't know. It's just a Home Alone ripoff, and I don't know how I feel about that. Curtis says Prodigy needs to put Captain Foley in the series, right, guys? Yeah, Captain Foley and Commander Cockings need to be in some series, sometime, somewhere, some when. Just as a background character, as like a cameo, that'd be awesome. Can't say it's going to happen, but who knows? Should be on CTV Sci-Fi or Crave for Canadians. It's on Crave, yes. Crave is a subscription service, though. It's like Paramount Plus, so we don't get Paramount Plus here, I don't think. I don't think we do. But it's on Crave, which is subscription. CTV Sci-Fi is just regular cable-ish. You still have to pay for the cable packages or whatever, but yeah. If you want to check out Foley's MIL's creations, mother-in-law's, check out Geeky Sheep Canada on Facebook. Thank you, Fleetpaw. Hezraz, 2 things make me sad in this episode. How the entity got Rock Talk's attention through having someone like her, a want for friends, and Gwen realizing it wasn't her dad because he was proud. Yeah, I'm proud of you. And he like puts his arms out to give her a hug, and she's like, "The fuck? Get away from me, man." Oh, and Fleetpaw even included the link for the Facebook for Geeky Sheep Canada. Thank you, Fleetpaw. Colin says Lower Decks would be good for a Trekyards cameo. I'm not gonna disagree. Ozzy, they already have General Grievous in Star Trek Prodigy. Yeah. I need to have a drink. And I'm all caught up on the chat, finally. That's why I set it down, so that you can build up some comments. I've been going for 41 minutes already, wow. I honestly don't know how I'm going to stream tonight, just because, like I said, I didn't get much sleep last night, and I do have to get up early tomorrow, but I really want to do a live tonight. 36 people here, 27 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get up to 50. 50 is the goal for likes. Super chats would be fantastic. I want to do, I talked to Fleetpaw about this, get like a 20-sided die or even a 10-sided die or something, and do a live or a Trekyards where you roll the die, and on screen is every number corresponds to an action, something to do that won't kill us. And so you roll the die and do it. Would make for a really fun live. So I might do a post or a poll on the Trekyards page asking for suggestions for what each number could correspond to. It might be fun. Just suggestions. We would line up what numbers and all that. But I think it'd be fun. Even if it's a trivia question, or I gotta stump Samuel, or he has to stump me, or something, and if we can stump the other one, they have to drink. If they answer the question, then the person asking has to drink. Something like that would be fun. But no, if you guys can super chat, I'd really appreciate it. If you want to try to stump me with a trivia question, I don't want to drink tonight, so I won't be, but I don't know. It would be awesome. I'll just say another $20. 4 more 5s, 2 10s, a 20 would be amazing, actually. So if you can, please do. If you can't, don't worry about it. Discount General Grievous, yes. Starch Wreck. The General Grievous didn't bother me much, but his exact copy of Dr. Octopus did bother me. Terry says, creator of Lower Decks, such a cool dude. I see a possibility for a Trekyards cameo. Yeah, he is. Mike McMahon, we've done another interview with him, and we haven't released any of it yet, but it was a nice long interview, him and the lead art director and stuff like that. And they like Trekyards. They watch Trekyards. They hold it, and he even says in the interview, Trekyards holds them to task. They know that we scrutinize everything that's supposed to be canon, so a lot of times they'll do something and be, what will Trekyards say about this? And if, they think it's going to be positive, it's like, oh yeah, we're probably doing the right thing. So it was a really great interview. I can't wait to release them. I don't know why Samuel hasn't released any yet. He's doing his editing magic to turn the hour-long interview into like small little specific question interviews. So they'll be out soon, but yeah, Mike McMahon is awesome, and he's well aware of Trekyards and is a fan, so that's awesome. Colin says, oh, is this one of those stacking containers in the cargo bay assignments? Yeah, exactly. Eric Martin, can I buy those images you run on your PS4 behind you? Well, these aren't on the PS4. These are just on the YouTube app on my TV. But you can't buy them, no. They're ones I've made. They're screen caps of like screensavers or flash animations that I've turned into little video clips. And I've just added them all in a playlist on YouTube. So it's just a playlist. There's an LCARS playlist, which has all of them. There's a TOS specific one. There's a movie specific one. There's TNG specific one, post TNG specific one, Alien one, JJ verse one. But this one has all of them. So Grant McGregor and Eric, I could probably let you know with the playlist and stuff. But this is not the PS4. This is just the regular TV app. Grant McGregor throws in $5. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. I haven't seen the latest episode, but I want to bet $5 Hollow Janeway is playing the long con. She's not just a training program, and she needs them. I totally agree. Every time she's like, since you are cadets. Yeah. She's got that, like, I know more than I'm letting on look, so. Hezraz, I have to get up early too. I'm working at 9 a.m. and need to drive for an hour into town because I'm visiting the parents. Might have some icy roads, so probably waking up around 5 a.m. Oof. Well, be safe, man. Just drive safely. Gerald Pedrico, I love the LCARS display in your background. Could you theorize how QWERTY keyboard could still be used by opening some submenu, or does LCARS purely rely on voice dictation? How to do programming? That's actually a really good question. And the one that Trekyards should look into. I would assume that you can reconfigure the consoles, all of them, even in TOS, even though there's the jelly bean buttons, which I hate that looking. Anyway, to pull up a keyboard. There's a reason things aren't labeled in TOS. There's a few beta canon speculations as to why, and they're really great, actually. That deserves a whole either live discussion or video. But yeah, I mean, I would assume that, and the QWERTY keyboard isn't actually the most efficient keyboard. There's another one, I can't remember what it's called, but it was like beta and VHS. It just never caught on, even though it was better and made more sense. But QWERTY was like used by a specific company, and then it became more mainstream. And yeah, and it's just like HD DVDs or Blu-ray or whatever. There's like that war going on. So yeah, I would think that the LCARS can be reconfigured to put up just a regular keyboard and also rely on voice dictation. So hope that answers your question, kind of. Hezraz, true, Hollow Janeway is up to something. Well, at least she is limited in what she can do, but she is up to something. Jadek says, so what's on tap for the Foley bar at the Foley Bar and Grill? I just have pink lemonade right now. I'm rocking the pink lemonade. There's nothing alcoholic in it. Turd says, 'tis I, Ferguson of the Turds. You know you missed me. Got the Space 1999 Eagle. It is very good. Is that the one from Eagle Moss? Do they have one? Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Eagle. Honestly, I'm just not a fan of the design. Hezraz says, I think Hollow Janeway knows they are not cadets and is trying to teach them about Federation and sway them. Or maybe she is killing time, but I do know that she is limited. Hollow Janeway will surprise us. Chakotay will probably show up at the end of the season. Yes, yes, and yes. And I think Murph is also going to be a big reveal as something way more important than he's letting on. Fleetpaw says, see, that's great that Mike holds Trekyards in such regard. It makes me happy to be part of this community. Well, thank you, Fleetpaw. I love having you here. You are amazing. You are a goddamn workhorse behind the scenes as well. So everybody give a round of applause to Fleetpaw. Everybody throw in $2 to show your love for Fleetpaw. I'll make sure he gets it. Trust me. Curtis, I love Hello Janeway, and yes, she's still drinking her coffee. I love it. Whoop Whoop is here with $20. Says, here you go, money bags. Thank you, Whoop Whoop. I didn't expect to see you here tonight, but you are amazing. Well, you should speak up in the regular chat. I don't know who you are. I don't know. You're just like, here's money, have a drink, or here's money, just because. And I appreciate it, but I gotta get to know who you are, man. Fleetpaw put in the LCARS playlist there, so Fleetpaw, $2, the keyboard. A keyboard, how quaint. Hold on, I just gotta answer a message. And I'll get right back to the chat. Why is it not working? Messenger is not opening. Look, Messenger. Open. Oh no. Open. Oh no. Open. Oh no. Open. Oh no. Open. So I can't even answer the message that I just got. That's the universe's way of saying that you guys are more important and I need to focus on you. Terry says, sent a thanks your way. Thankful for a good channel. Thank you, Terry. Much appreciated. How did you send a thanks? Colin says, LCARS has a tactile interface capabilities for the visually impaired. Yes, it does. Gerald Pedrico, tip. There's an old thingy called Leap Motion Control. When you hook it up to your computer, you can control your LCARS display using interface, using air gestures and hand gestures midair, HDMI to TV. Oh, that's cool. Fleetpaw, it is the AZERTY keyboard that is more efficient. I know I use AZERTY on my phone. Fucks with people who want to put their numbers and names into my phone. Yes, that's the one. Thank you. Eric says they lost more Eagles than Voyager lost shuttles. Jadok says, I wonder if they fart in the 23rd and 24th centuries, or do they beam the gas out into space? They do fart because, I mean, Jankum Pog in the last episode of Prodigy farted, and, you know, Zero was like, I'm glad, you know, one of the reasons I'm glad I'm not corporeal. Smart Smith says, saw the Jesse Jenner interview and knew the Trekyards one is coming soon. Interesting that they watch your reviews, but good. Makes me wonder if that means that the blinkies will be fixed eventually. We asked them about that. I'm not going to tell you the answer, but we asked them about that. And yeah, it's a funny answer. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to give any of that stuff away. Like, it was such a fantastic interview. I can't wait for them to be released. I think you guys are really going to enjoy the hell out of those. So Terry says, maybe somebody already mentioned, but is the Eagle Moss working on the Protostar? Nobody's said anything, but yes, they will be. Absolutely. Starch Wreck. Replicated food gives people no gas. Maybe. Hezraz, I never would have forgiven Gwen if she had taken Murph with her. That was so sad how Murph was stuck. But at the end, they were struggling in the crash shuttle. They were snuggling in the crash shuttle. Yes. And Murph reminded me of Dot. Where's Dot? Dot. My little chihuahua. My chihuahua. Murph reminds me of Dot quite a bit. Especially when, yeah, she was stuck between the crates and kind of whining. It's like, oh, it sounds like. Hazraz. Oh, read that one. Air 51, $2 for Fleetpaw. Smart Smear has been thinking of a way for Lower Decks to appear in Prodigy. Make one of the random background crew on the Cerritos show up on Chakotay's ship to imply that there was a transfer. Oh, Terry sent a PayPal. Okay, that's what I thought. Let me see if that works. Opening PayPal now. Or opening my email. And that's not even working. Looks like I might need to update my iPad. Hold on, let me do that, and do that, and do that, and do that, and do that. Let's close a bunch of apps. That's what we're gonna do. Swiping, swiping, swiping up and down. Get rid of that shit and start over now. Dun, 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 dun. I can't check on my phone because I'm filming on my phone. So, shit. Okay. Let me see. So Terry, let me know in the chat, the regular chat here, how much you sent and what your message said, because I can't open it right now, unfortunately. But I would like to read it for everybody if that's what you want. Colin Barrett, they just developed a pill to stop cows farting, so I could imagine in the 23rd century there will be one for humans. Where's the fun in that? Eric Martin, $2, Fleet Paw rules. Turd says Eagle Moss is taking pre-orders on the Cerritos. Yes, they are. And Whoop Whoop throws in $2, Fleet Paw for all that they do. See, look at that. So Fleet Paw, when I see you next, I owe you $6. Oh no, $6 minus 30%, whatever that is. I'm not good at the math, because YouTube automatically takes 30% right off the top. So just remind me that I owe you money. Hezrez, yep, Murph gave sad puppy vibes, reminded me of my little puppy too. Eric Martin, wow, YouTube LCARS video clips look good on the big TV. Even with my old eyes, I can read all the buttons. Some of them are really fantastic quality. Other ones are really shit, because a lot of them were like smaller sections that I wanted to like focus on. So I like screen capped a smaller section of a screen and then enlarged it. So some of them don't look great. Most of them look really fantastic though. Terry says, no problem, Captain. Now it's just a thank you to you and the commander. Well, thank you. Fleet Paw says, hey, it's 420, laughing my ass off. I owe you 420. I owe you some weed, man. That's what's up. Come to Canada. It's legal here. Just saying. Curtis, that sucks that YouTube is taking half of your money. They don't take half. They take 30%. It's almost half. But, you know, they provide all this fanciness and look at that. Do the Inception thing where you're going to see like me and then 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 me. So I don't have a problem with YouTube doing that kind of stuff because, well, I do. 30% is a lot. But it is what it is. So, and now, well, yeah, not going to do that. Let me try opening that again. No, it's not working. Looks like I might have to do an update on this thing. But I'll do that after the live. God damn it. Turd says, I know I have not been here for a while, so it has been said, if it has been said, rest in peace, Dean Stockwell. Yeah, it has been actually. Twice, actually. Well, more than twice, but 2 days. The day it happened, they passed away, and the day that, the day after that as well. Curtis says, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs right now. I have 347. Oh, all right, everybody, right now, he has 347, and there's 30 of you here. Go to Curtis Simpkins' YouTube page. You used to be able to click the name or right-click the name to go to the page and subscribe to him. He likes vinyl records. He likes Voyager. He likes old TV shows. He likes to talk about Elvis. He's a big fan of Elvis. And his dog, he loves his dog. And his Xbox, he likes to do gameplays and stuff. So go check out Curtis Simpkins. If you're especially a fan of vinyl, I would suggest go subscribing to him. So let's see, he's got 347. Let's try to get him up to at least 350. Another 3 at least would be helpful. So 3 people go subscribe to his channel. That'd be amazing. But if all 30 of you did it, that'd be even better. Most of you won't, and that's fine. But trust me, Curtis has been around for a long time. He's a good friend of the channel. I want to help out anybody I can. So yeah, go check it out. Terry says, don't do that. You might open up a parallel universe. Colin Barrett, scary thought. Voyager is now an old TV show. Eric Martin, it took 2 years of QWERTY typing in high school just to meet girls. I took 2 years of just to meet girls. Ended up being the best courses I took. Did you meet a lot of girls? Hold on, I'll be right. I just gotta do something quick. You guys are being remarkably good. I'm watching the chat and there's no talk of mutiny or anything. It's probably because Olivia's not here anymore. Ooh, I'm back. Let's sit on the captain's chair. This isn't the captain's chair. The captain's chair is captain's chair is going to be this weekend at Centennial Hall in London, Ontario. Come sit in it. Terry says, and the pug takes over the chair with the captain gone. Colin says, damn, do you think the captain has found out about the secret mutiny comm channel? Hey, Donnie. I'm well, Donnie. Actually, what I should have done when I was over there is grab the pug. Come here. I know you're sleeping, but people like you, Puggins. They want to see you. See? Pug's like, I was sleeping. It was comfortable. Ugh, now I'm not comfortable, she says. Oh, beyond. But the thing is, Puggins, when you come on the screen, people super chat to give you puggy treats. Treats? Who wants a treat? Oh, here comes Dot. You saw Dot's legs there. Yeah. Here you go. Dot, come here. Dot. Come here, Murph. I want to see my little Murph too. This is Dot. Oh, she's kind of grumpy. She's old though. She's like 11. Don't growl. I know she's growling at the pug down below. Okay, don't do that. Okay. Good girl. That's my little Murph. Fleetpaw, the first one to mention mutiny gets pushed out of an airlock. Colin says, not the airlock. It's still has not been cleaned since the Packwood did unspeakable things in there. Curtis Simpkins says, do you want a treat? Do you? Oh, I'm getting the head tilt now. She's over on the couch. Fleetpaw puts in $5. Puggy and Dot have some Treatos. Terry says, groggy pug is even more cute than awake pug. Hezraz, camera shy. And Urukai, Angel says they are so cute. They are. They're adorable, both of them. So, all right, guys, we're running out of steam. We're running out of topics to talk about. What's going on? I know we're at the hour mark, but hit that like button if you haven't. We still haven't hit 50 likes. We're at 39. We need 11 more. So, I don't know if Whoop Whoop's still here, but could use another $50. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Don't do that. Actually, the super chat is pretty good tonight. So, it's been awesome. So, like I said, I'm probably going to bed soon-ish, but I wouldn't mind talking for another half hour or so. Maybe another hour. I just love hanging out with you guys, and I want to get tired. I don't feel tired right now, which means if I go to bed, I'm just going to lay there. So, Hezraz, have you watched more of the Expanse? No, I've been a bad boy. haven't watched more of The Expanse. Mark Lawrence is here. Hey, Cap. Had to hop in and say hi. Well, good to see you, Mark. Thank you for saying hi. Much appreciated. Hope you are doing well. And look forward to seeing you again sometime soon. But yeah, good to see you. Good to see you, man. Terry says, well, was Dean Stockwell in an episode of Enterprise? I recall him as a dictator or a secret police role. Yes, he was like head of the secret police, and they was interrogating Trip and... Was it Trip or was it Malcolm? I think it was Trip and Archer. And not once did Archer say, oh boy. They should have had something, anything. A nice little subtle quantum leap reference. They didn't. It annoyed me. Mark Lawrence, going to be somewhere next weekend that you may want some pictures of. ... That's a tease. Are you going to tell us? Or me? You can message me. Hopefully I can read it. I can't open it on my iPad right now for some reason. Fleet Pause. So work sucked, and I've had an eventful week. What's new with you? How's the basement? The basement's almost finished, actually. Like I said, I'm doing a captain's log on the whole process. They just painted the walls to trim. They painted the floor in the laundry room. Just got its second coat yesterday. Monday and Tuesday, they're doing the carpeting. And then all I need is the one shelf unit that I had all my Star Trek stuff displayed on rebuilt. I need that rebuilt. And then once that's done, it's pretty much done. So there'll be a captain's log coming out about it, showing the process, and some really cute moments with the pug down there because she's like looking around after they're done each day. It's kind of funny. So that'll be a thing. I'll probably do a captain's log too on the events of this weekend. So expect more captain's logs and stuff coming soon. So Eric says Stockwell was good in Battlestar Galactica as well. Curtis says that would be great. If he said, oh boy. Mark Lawrence says something filming. Ooh, Picard? Season 3? Ooh, let me know, Mark. Colin says, ironically, there is a Quantum Leap reboot on the cards. Would have been nice to see D. Stockwell make an appearance. Would have been. Fleet Pause said, are they going to put in AstroTurf? That would be sweet, in my opinion. AstroTurf where? Oh, in the basement. Huh. No. We're actually getting an upgraded, better carpet than what we had, which is fantastic. So, super excited for that. And then we got to go, once the carpet's in, then we can order our furniture. We need new bed, a wardrobe, dressers, a whole bunch of shit for down there. And we're getting a really nice purple mattress. One of the ones that's great for your back. So, Terry, some of the best callbacks to a prior series is the series Monk, where we get lots of special appearance actors from the Wings sitcom. Oh yeah, I remember Wings. Calamity Shipyard says, hi everyone. Hello, Calamity. How's it going? Good to see you. And we're still at 39 likes. All right, Calamity, you just joined. You need to hit that like button. I want to get to 50 likes. We need 11 more. Is it possible? Can it be done? I think it can be. I think it can be. Let's see. I want to. You guys see the same LCARS all the time because I can't randomize them on here like I can when I run them through the computer. So there's a lot of Enterprise ones we're rolling into, which I want to get past. Because after the Enterprise ones, we get a lot of TNG and stuff. And you guys never really see those. This is one of my favorite ones. This is from Inamir Darkly, where they scan the Defiant. It's pretty cool. I actually made a screensaver out of this. I converted the Flash animation into a screensaver, so it would play this as a screensaver. So, but yeah, it's showing all the life forms on the ship. Nice internals of the turbolift shafts and the cells as well, which is really nice. Shuttle. So many great ones. Now we're into TNG. The Enterprise personnel files. With the Bird of Prey hull analysis. This is a great one as well. Where they focus on that section of the ship. It's from episode where Riker goes over as the exchange officer, and the Benzite guy is like analyzing the organisms on the Klingon Bird of Prey. Inconclusive. Category bacterial colony. Category subatomic. Life form analysis inconclusive. Quark population. How many quarks are on that ship? This one doesn't do a zoom in or anything. I guess not. We got some JJ shit, which they're kind of cool LCARS, honestly. But this one's pretty good. I think from the side, the ship looks pretty cool. I've always maintained that. From the side, I kind of like the look of it. But then, you know, you move it slightly so much, like ever so slightly, and it just falls apart. The proportions are all fucking wrong on this ship. It's gonna come. There's gonna be a shot of it from the front coming up in a second here, so I'll just leave it here and let it run from here. See some JJ stuff and get back into some TNG stuff, and then there's some more motion picture stuff. But unfortunately, I can't randomize when I play a playlist on through my TV, which is stupid. Calamity Psi Shipyards. Good, mate. Done. Oh, we're at 44. We need 6 more likes. Any Klingon ship LCARS? There's a few on here. Yes, there are. Nice. Look at the size of those coils. Curtis says, I'm still trying to get my PS4, but I'm still having a hard time to get one, Captain. LOL, but I get one, though, if I can get one used. Calamity Psi Shipyards. I used to have the USS Excelsior LCARS screensaver on my PC back in the day. The ship engine hum was very soothing. Always used it to send me to sleep. The JJ shite. Colin Barrett's LOL. Look, the JJ Prize has a spore drive. A Vorcha LCARS? Dude, what's up? Hey, the Blaposphere. It is Blappy. Hey, how's it going, Blappy? Blappy's awesome. Blappy's a good friend of mine. Blappy, because of Blappy, we might be getting some more limited edition resin Trekyards com badges soon that you guys will be able to purchase. So thank Blappy, everybody. But it's good to see you, Blaposphere. Eric Martin, will Scotty be in Strange New Worlds, or did he join the Enterprise later on? I hear Cadet Uhura will be there. Cadet Uhura is in it, yes. We're not quite sure about Scotty. I think he came on before Where No Man Has Gone before, so he might be in this one. They say they're going to be including some legacy characters in Strange New Worlds, so that could be one of them for sure. Fleet Pause says, hey, it's Blappy. Hi, Blappy. Hit that like button. Yeah, hit the like button, Blappy. We have 47 likes. I want to get to 50. We need 3 more, and I'm sure you haven't hit it yet. Shane Ackery puts in $2. I hate those ample nacelles, right? The Blaposphere. Greetings, programs. That's him, all right. He says that all the time. SC Scout guy. Sorry I'm late. I was playing the new BF 2042 game that came out today. Blaposphere says, I can do it. I can do it. I can do that. I can do that. One more like to get to 50 likes, or 49 likes, guys. SC Scout guy, sorry I'm late. I was playing the... No, I read that one already. God damn it. Calamity Psi Shipyards. Any ship designers here? Anyone working on anything good? Jadok Productions was here earlier. He does some 3D modeling. I don't know what he's up to, but David Ramirez, hey Kat, been rewatching your Bridge Crew videos, and I always enjoy them. Bridge Crew is always fun. Hopefully we'll play that again soon to do some more videos on that. So Dave Ramirez says, hey Kat, just read that one. Man. Terry, thanks Blappy, keep it up. Curtis says, do you have Voyager screensavers, Kat? Yeah, there's a lot of Voyager stuff in here too. The Blaposphere, I already did, you bitch. You always accuse me of not doing it. And it's the first thing I do. Well, we're at 50 now, so thank you. Usually people don't. I need to be reminded sometimes. I'll watch a whole video, get to the end, and they're saying, hit that like button. And I'm like, getting the controller to hit the like button, and I missed it because the video ends. And I'm like, shit. So I have to start the video again, maybe watch an ad or two, but I still hit that like button. But yeah, I forget all the time, and I'm a fucking YouTuber, so I like to remind everybody. Fleet Pass says, be right back. Need to add some more wood to the wood stove. Is that a euphemism for something? Is the wood stove your toilet? SC Scout guy, Stuart, how is your basement progress coming along? Almost finished, as I said. They just finished painting the floors, the ceiling. We painted the ceiling first. Then they just finished painting the walls, the trim, and they redid the floor in the laundry room. Monday and Tuesday, they're coming to do the carpeting in the other rooms. So, and like I said, there's going to be a captain's log with all of the progress. It's going to be like from beginning to end of what happened with the basement, and you can see the progression and then the finished product as well. So that'll be coming out when they're finished, which they should be finished. Hopefully, I would definitely hope by the end of next week. I'm hoping midweek, but I think it'll be the end of next week. So, yeah. Calamity Psi Shipyards. Lols. I've just finished the new ship design for Khan, which I called the Nemesis. At the moment, I'm working on a new hospital ship, a replacement for the Olympic class. Ooh. The Blaposphere. I'd click the love button if there was one, especially for you, Captain. Especially for you, Captain. Oh, Blappy, you gotta keep that a secret. Don't be coming on here and giving that shit away. Terry, that sounds kick-ass. Dave says, or David Ramirez, don't want to get my Daves mixed up because Blappy is a Dave. Been watching Picard and not sure how I feel about it. Some episodes are good, but most of them are slow. Yes, Picard's kind of fucking awful, honestly. But season 2 is going to be so much better. There's some people working on it, doing ship designs and things. They've called back legacy designers like Doug Drexler. Michael and Denise Okuda have done some work on it, I believe. So it's, from what we've heard, it's going to be a different feel from season 1, and it's definitely going to be something that is an improvement. So I would say stick with it for sure. All Trek is good. All Trek is worth watching. But yeah, that's where we are. So yeah, definitely keep watching Picard though. It's definitely worth watching. And like I said, season 2 and season 3 are ramping up to be really good. Season 2 is finished, I believe. At least filming, and they're working on season 3 now. They're filming them back to back. So, and we have Matt Boardman there that says, I definitely think that season 2 and 3 of Picard are going to be worth sticking around for, especially season 3. So there's a tease from Matt. So there you go. Eric F says, can't wait to see it, man. Good luck, Cap. Thank you very much, Eric. Yeah, just keep an eye on the Captain Foley personal channel and Trekyards. I'll probably put it on both channels, I think, for the basement progress, but we'll see. It might just be on the Captain Foley personal channel, which, if you're not subscribed to, what's wrong with you? Go subscribe to the Captain Foley personal channel. Terry says, I'm trying to figure out a redesign of the Northampton that I like because front view of FASA Northampton bugs me. I like the Northampton class from FASA, I really do. But I can see why it might bug some people. So I would like to see your redesign when you're finished with it. Fleet Palace says, no euphemism, it's fucking cold out, and I have a wood stove in the new house. I needed to add more wood to it. Oh well, it's so much more fun when it's a euphemism. Just saying, just saying. Colin Barrett, the Eagle Moss book for the USS Vengeance included a concept drawing for the earlier design. One was a black-hulled Connie, possibly the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. I need to check that out. I don't have the USS Vengeance from Eagle Moss, though. Ugh. Matt Boardman, read that one already. Sorry. Eat says, looking forward to CQ in action again. Greetings from Singapore. Well, greetings Singapore from Canada. Terry says, but I will give credit to the original FASA for sure. Blappy, I don't know if you're still here, but this weekend at Centennial Hall, there is the geeky holiday extravaganza, because they didn't do a London Comic Con this year. All the vendors are getting together this weekend to do like a Christmas marketplace, essentially. So if you're able to come down, and I'll be there all weekend, Blappy, with the captain's chair, the TOS captain's chair. Come and sit in the captain's chair, my friend. Come and sit. Come and say hi. If you can, please do. Yeah, Centennial Hall. Ha! Blappy's still here, thank God. Yeah, it's a Centennial Hall. Keith is helping me. He's going to be helping me on Saturday at least. Last London Comic Con we had, which was like 2 years ago now, he helped me all weekend, but this weekend he can only help me on Saturday. So Keith's going to be there. Just come on down. Come and sit in the TOS captain's chair. Take a look at it. It's amazing. It's got the lights, the sound, all that. Probably better than Adam Savage's. It's even got lights on the bottom. So come see the captain's chair if you can, if you're able to get down to London. Any of you, but especially Blappy. I haven't seen Blappy in a little while. So if you can make it, Blap, I'd really appreciate it. I'll be kind of working because Trekyards has a table, and we basically look after the TOS captain's chair. That's our job. I'll be selling some stuff, some Eagle Moss ships, and some model kits. So if you want to come grab some model kits or whatever as well. So come on down. Salty Snack says, Picard left me wanting personally, but I will check out season 2 for Q. He's my favorite character, and John Delancey is great. John Delancey is great. David Ramirez, have you ever seen Star Trek Continues? I thought that show was really good for a fan show. Dude, I'm good friends with Vic Mignogna. We've had him on the channel talking about the show. He's the guy that plays Kirk and does all the editing for that show. Vic's fantastic. So yes, definitely where Star Trek Continues. I've seen them all. They are amazing. And yes, go check out our Vic Mignogna interviews. I hate his last name, Mignogna. I always used to say it wrong. I finally got it right. It's Mignogna. Anyway, check them out. Good friend of the channel. So, are the Klingons going to put you in jail again? No, there's none of that shit going on. And that wasn't, well, that was Chris. That's a whole story. Yeah, he's a Klingon cosplayer, and every time he sees me, he's like, "Oh, you're Captain Foley. Can I put you in chains and like get a picture with you?" And it's like, okay, cool. I indulge him, but every time, and last time, it's like, "Can I put you in chains and put a collar on you with a chain attached to it and walk you around on a leash?" And I'm like, "Fuck off, no!" Like, I had to block him on Facebook because he was just crazy. So, yeah, there'd be none of that shit going on. So, that's a long story. I just don't want to get into it. I'll see what I can do. She's got her cast off today. Oh, yeah, that's right. She was saying that she can get around without crutches now. Well, if you can't make it, that's cool. I just wanted to make you aware of it. Blap, so. Do you have a Vorcha? I want one. I do not have a Vorcha model, no. Eric F. I've been creating my own sci-fi universe, but no idea how to do the ships since FTL in mine is different. But I like watching your Trekyard stuff for inspiration. Thanks for that, Captain Foley. No problem, Eric. I can't wait to see what you come up with for your sci-fi universe. That's awesome. Hezraz, I'm hoping Picard surprises us all. I think it will. I mean, if we got Matt here saying that it's going to be worth it, that means a lot coming from him. So I'd say stick with it. That's take it from your captain. DS9 continues, please. That would be awesome, actually. Colin Barrett, if you run a Google search for USS Vengeance concept art, set it for images. A Twitter image comes up as number 15 for it. Good to know, Colin. I'll probably do that right after the live. David Ramirez, wow, I'll definitely check it out. Thanks. Hezraz, but I don't want them to be stuck in the past for a whole season. Time travel, sure, but not the whole time. Not necessarily sure it's just time travel. I think it's dimension jumping, or at least reality changing, altering. So who knows? And I agree with you. I don't want it to be the whole season. 4 or 5 episodes, that's pushing it. But half the season I think is acceptable. So yeah, let's go with that. Eric Martin, thing about Picard was that the episodes were such different styles. It was jarring and confusing and depressing. I left every episode of Picard feeling depressed. Lower Decks, I feel great. Prodigy, I feel great. Speaking of Blappy, are you watching Prodigy? Let me know if you're watching Prodigy, because there's some really cool visuals and art designs and stuff in that I think you'll really like. So, Blappy, if you're still here, Blappy, can you hear me? And then, yeah, Fleetpod's putting in the links for the Vic interviews. He is watching Prodigy. Good. Glad you're watching. It's fantastic. I think it's great. Reality changing would be cool. Maura Laris is good too. I like her. Prodigy has done really well. Absolutely agree with that. I think Prodigy is fantastic. I'm really digging it. I was looking forward to it before it came out. Even though Samuel is a little bit like, not so sure about it. He thinks the visual style is too JJ-esque, or a Kelvin universe. I don't care. I think it looks great. And everybody's like, Captain Foley, but you don't like the JJ verse. There are things about the JJ films I don't like, well, for sure. One of them being the fucking Enterprise, because it's a proportional mess, and Ryan Church did an awful job with the design, in my opinion. Plus, all the tweaking from the producers and specifically JJ ruined it. So the Enterprise was a big turnoff for me, and that's for me personally. The Enterprise is my favorite character in Star Trek, so they really ruined my favorite character. But as far as Kelvin style art design goes, especially for a TNG vibe, I think it's fucking great. the new tricorders, the new phasers, everything, the ship, like there's just such cool visuals in that show, and I have no problem. And people, when I say, oh, it's very Kelvin-like, and I like it, people are like, but you don't like the Kelvin films. There's a lot of things I don't like about them, but I still watch them. I still own them all. It's Star Trek, for Christ's sakes. So, anyway. Do you think Picard will get a season 4? I think Patrick Stewart may be getting too old to do it. If they do, I think season 4 would be the last one. I don't know if they'll do a season 4, but it'd be worth. I don't know. I honestly don't know. 3 seasons is good enough for me as long as it's wrapped up properly. So, Andrew Satanic. Welcome to the rank of Admiral. Oh, welcome, Admiral. That is an amazing join for the channel. Guys, if you haven't joined the channel, have a channel membership, a channel subscription, what are you doing? Click the join button. Check out the monthly tiers. Thank you so much, Andrew. That is amazing. Thank you for joining. And yeah, you'll join all the awesome people that are members here. Even the Blaposphere is a member. Look at that. That's awesome. Even Blappy is still a member of the channel. Thank you, Blappy. I really appreciate that. But yeah, awesome. David says, currently doing a complete Star Trek marathon, starting with Enterprise and ending with Prodigy. Damn, you'll be doing that for a long time, my friend. Colin Barrett, I'm really enjoying Prodigy. It has a very cinematic feel to it. Absolutely. Every visual, well, not every visual, but most of the landscapes and the spacescapes are visually stunning. They're like a goddamn, like, art piece. You could literally frame it and put it on the wall because they're so beautiful. Like the art style, the CG is amazing in that show. So, welcome to the Officers Club, sir. We salute you. I actually do have a drink. So, welcome, Admiral. It's good to see you. Colin says, my only gripe with Prodigy is the episodes feel a little short. They do, absolutely. Especially that last one with the way it ended. It's like, that's it. What the hell? It needs to be an hour-long show. The stories they're telling so far are pretty complicated. And with 20 episodes in season 1, yeah, that's fucking fantastic. But they do need to be longer, in my opinion. So I think there's going to be a lot of two-parters. Honestly, I think it should be an hour-long show. There's going to be a lot of two-parters in season 1. I think season 2, they're going down to 10 episodes, which makes some people think that it was supposed to be season 1 and 2 and have 10 episodes in each. And then they just said, fuck it, we're going to make season 1 20 episodes and have the mid-season breaks, which is interesting. It's a great way to do it, but I don't think that was the initial plan. And I personally I like the idea of 20 episodes a season. That's how Star Trek should be. It gives you a lot of time for character development and things like that. But then you cut it down to a half-hour show, and it's like, So you're basically giving us an hour-long show, but only 10 episodes when you think about it. And if a lot of episodes end the way this last one did, yeah, that's what you're doing. Just make it an hour-long show then, at that point. Joseph says those phasers and tricorders are pretty cool. We have videos coming out about those, one tomorrow and one Sunday. And Monday we also have, we have videos coming out pretty much every goddamn day now that there's new Trek on. But if you were interested in the tricorder and the phaser videos specifically and our thoughts on those, they're coming out this weekend. So make sure you're subscribed. Fleetpaw, the Protostar may be done in the Kelvin style. However, the difference is she is proportional and looks sexy as fuck. Hell yeah. Not oversized nacelles. They're spaced properly. It is a cool looking, sleek design. That's the issue I have with the JJ Prize. The nacelles are a little too big. Not a big deal. Like I said, from the side it looks good. But when you move to a top view, they're way too close together and it just looks like shit. You move them out and it looks good. It literally, just moving the nacelles out on that ship makes it look fantastic. Not fantastic, makes it look a lot better. That's all it took. Don't know why they're so close together. So, and Blappy's like, oh, shucks. Texas Stephen B. Greetings from Dallas, Texas. Little Arm Prosper. Greetings, Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. Map. Language, English. Calculate. All right. Greetings, Dallas, Texas from Canada. Ontario, Canada. There you go. Calamities, Sigh, Shipyards, and the announcement that they got not one but 2 mid-season breaks in season 1 totally sucks. Doesn't suck though, because you know why? Because we get Prodigy, then we get Discovery season 4, then we get Prodigy, and then we get Trekyards season 2, then we get Prodigy, and then we're going to get Strange New Worlds probably in May. And that'll be the end of Prodigy because I think they would have wrapped up by then. And then get a break for the summer, and then they go straight back into Lower Decks. So it's kind of great, actually. It's true, we're going to miss Prodigy when we're watching the other Trek, but we're watching another Trek. And I'm glad they're not doing it at the same time because they're both there on Thursday, which means we'll be doing double duty because we have 2 shows to review every Thursday instead of 1. So that would fucking suck for us, for our lives, and for all of our video recordings. So thank you for the mid-season breaks, guys. We appreciate it. David Ramirez, have you heard anything about Star Trek Strange New Worlds? Yes, it's finished filming and likely coming out in May. That's the rumor. So take it for what it is. DJ TH. Can't believe they're splitting Prodigy season down into several parts. Hope fans don't lose interest. They won't. They're still Trek on. Joseph Barbado, I miss the days of 24 to 26 episodes a season in TV in general. The 10 to 13 episode seasons are too short. True, but a lot of times on Netflix and stuff, they'll release all fucking 10 or 13 episodes at once, so you can binge watch them all. I like that they're releasing Star Trek week on week. That's fantastic. But a lot of the ones where they just dump them all and you can binge watch them, I don't know how I feel about that. That's good in a way. It also kind of sucks in a way. And if you're reviewing it, it doubly sucks. So thank you for everything that you're doing with Star Trek right now, guys. Except for you, Alex Kurtzman. You can just fuck off. But the release schedules are great for us as reviewers. So yes, and the weekly thing as well. So just saying. Hi there, I'm so glad I found your channel. Well, thank you very much, TX Stevens. I'm glad you found the channel as well. Tell everybody you know that likes Star Trek about Trekyards. Let's get those numbers up. Let's get the subscribers up. Hit that like button if you haven't. We're at 58 likes. Can we hit 60? Can we get 2 more? I think we can. Hit that like button. But thank you for joining us, and thank you for enjoying the channel. We really appreciate you guys. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. So, Fleetpaw. They do that with Nickelodeon shows, though. They have for the last 20-ish years, and I've watched stuff on Nickelodeon. Okay, I didn't know they did that with Nickelodeon shows, but there you go. Hezraz, I thought that the layout of the Doctor Who Series 13, the Flux was stupid, but the first 2 chapters have been surprising. Put enough stuff in episodes to make it worth it. Haven't been watching Doctor Who, so... Colin says, I like the USS Protostar. I am looking forward to seeing the Eagle Moss model. Unlike the USS Discovery refit and Voyager J, the modeling solution for detachment cells looks awkward. It does, but it's sturdy, and that's good. I don't like it. I knew they would do something like that. I would prefer just pegs, just clear pegs, but those big clamps that they have, they're sturdy. And if you paint them the same color as the hull, that looks cool. They have those big fucking things on there. But yeah, I mean, what else were they gonna do? Eric says, 40 Creek did its job. I gotta say goodnight, Cap. Good night, Eric. Maybe I'll see you this weekend if you come to Centennial Hall in London, Ontario for the Geeky Holiday Marketplace thing. Anyone in London, Ontario, if you can make it. Like I said, I'll have a TOS captain's chair, a working one. You can come and sit down, get your picture taken, hang out with the captain. Calamity Sigh Shipyards. I don't think I've got the stomach for any more Discovery. There's only so much crying and hugging I can take. I'm still gonna watch it. It's Star Trek. It's kind of my job. Plus, it's Star Trek. Even if it wasn't my job and I didn't have to review it, I'd still be watching it every week. So it is what it is. Hey there, Curtis. Here's some Voyager stuff for you. TX Stevens, or Stephen B, says, I love being able to binge watch shows, but I also love the anticipation of looking forward to a new episode. Exactly. David Ramirez, did you like how the Enterprise looked in Discovery? Yes. Okay. Here we go with this discussion again. The Enterprise in Discovery, the Disco Prize as we call it, is fantastic. It's great design. John Eves did a good job. That should have been the ship from 2009. That should have been the 2009 Star Trek ship. That should have been the reimagined Enterprise for the movie. I would have been super happy with it. I would have loved it. Instead, we got this Brian Church abomination. It's a perfect redesign of the TOS Enterprise, except for the fucking slanted struts, which, when John Eves signed off on it and they took it to the visual effects department, it had straight struts as per John's design. But the visual effects team slanted the nacelles to make them look refit style, which does not fit in the time period. It is not Prime. Clearly, it is the Disco verse at this point. It's also a lot squatter of a ship. The TOS Enterprise is taller. Like, it just looks better. It's like, it's not hunched down. So I really do like the ship. I think it looks fantastic. It's just not Prime. It's just not a Prime Enterprise. That's all there is to it. Does that answer your question? And if it was in the 2009 film, as that, it would have been like, yes, you guys did a fucking great job. I love it. Even the slanted struts, I don't care. But to tell me that that's Prime, nah. So I hope that answers your question. Fleetpaw was trying to avoid the K word. Cat kids show. Oh yeah, that's bad marketing strategy calling Prodigy a kids show. But I don't want to get into that again. Blappy's like, I gotta run. Hang loose, brother. Hang loose. Ah. See you later, Bop. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for seeing me. Hi. TX Stevens, love the channel. Been burning through all the Starship teardowns. They're fantastic, and always so much new content. Yeah, we're a lot of new content. So, thank you for going back and watching the old stuff, and bearing with us. Sorry for all the dad jokes. Just kind of a thing. Hezraz, the point I was trying to make was that if the show has long breaks, a few episodes make it worth it or not worth it at all. Should have added that first. Oh, okay, gotcha. Curtis says, nice Voyager stuff, Captain. TX Stevens says, Disco Prize. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's also the Disco Verse. It is not the Prime Universe. As much as they're trying to shovel that shit down your throat, telling you that it's it's Don Perignon champagne. Here you go. Here's some literal dog shit. This is champagne. It's not. It's not the Prime Universe. Sorry. They want to think it is. If they tell themselves it is enough, maybe it will be at some point, but it's fucking clearly not. It's the Discoverse. Sorry for my language, but it's just the way it is. DJTH, shame you won't be in London destination, Captain Foley. Met you at Birmingham, UK, and it was a pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you too. I met a lot of people. I don't remember you specifically because your avatar picture is not your face. But yeah, I couldn't make it, obviously. Samuel will be there, though, so go slap him in the head for me. No, don't do that. Just poke him or something. Tell him that Captain Foley sends him a poke or a punch. I don't know. But he'll be there. Maybe I'll make it next year. Who knows? Calamity Sigh Shipyards. Totes agrees that Discovery should have been the movie version, and about the struts, and yes, the neck should have been a smidgen taller. Joseph Barbato, Disco Prize is good. I'm wondering if we'll see it more like the original design drawing before the CGI people got it. Strange New Worlds. Okay, the problem is we know some people that work on the show, and we're told that as much as they wanted to make changes and offered suggestions, because it is a Akiva Goldsman? Anyway, whoever's in charge of that one, they wanted their own thing, so we're not going to be super happy with the visual style. We will be a little happy. There are things like the uniforms and stuff that feel more TOS, but they said as far as ships go, there might be a few ships you might like, but honestly, don't get your hopes up for any big changes. We've already seen set designs for the transporter room and stuff, and it just doesn't look as TOS as it really should. But at this point, we're like, all right, cool. So don't get your hopes up for any drastic changes to the Enterprise. I hope there is, but from what we've heard, probably not. So I can't wait to see the crew of the Protostar figure out how to activate the third engine so that we can see the struts articulate. Yeah, man, that's going to be cool to find out actually what that drive is, how it works, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. Colin says Johnny's original drawings came with an explanation of how it became the TOS version. He was reportedly not happy to see this. No, he wasn't. The first time he saw it was on screen, and that's not what he signed off on. That's why even his straight struts had the original strut and then the smaller one behind it with the slit in the middle, so that bigger thing with the slit in the middle could have been refitted, take that back part off to become the TOS Enterprise. He had it all planned. He's big on Prime ship stuff, so. Fleetpod Disco Prize exclusive video, thank you. Disco is side B of the Prime timeline, definitely not Kelvinverse. Yeah, absolutely. Fleetpod, did they do the Enterprise right? Yeah, we got a lot of videos on that. Calamity Sci-Fi Shipyards, LOLs. As Judge Judy once said, don't piss on my lap and tell me it's champagne. Exactly. Hezraz, I hate Kelvinverse because of the destruction of Vulcan. Because that before that, ew, it's getting late. I need to go to bed soon. Before that, I never knew one thing could get me to hate a universe so strongly. I loved it up until that point. As a movie, it was great. Grant McGregor said, got done with Dreamcatcher. They might be going the old Doctor Who route. One story split into several 30-minute chunks. Probably. Hezra says, I'm okay with Star Trek Into Darkness and Star Trek Beyond. I just pretend that Vulcan still exists and I live in denial. David says, gotta go. Good night, Captain. Really been enjoying diving back into my Trekyards playlist and looking forward to future content. Well, thank you very much, David, for joining us, and have a good night. Terry says, damn, I ran out of Virgil's beef jerky. I'll have to drink more. Hezraz, the interesting question you have to ask yourself is, does the Romulan sun go supernova in the Kelvinverse like it did in Picard? Squadricore says, hi, sorry I'm late, didn't know you were streaming. Terry says, love John Eve's ideas on that. Squadricore says, Trekyards, I was actually just writing you into the story. Ooh, nice. Donnie says, I wish the Connie class Enterprise in Star Trek Strange New Worlds would be more similar to the one in the Resurrected Starships video on what Enterprise would have looked like in Discovery. Yes, that was a good video that he did on how the Enterprise should have looked in Discovery. Resurrected Starships has been a guest on our channel. We've done an interview with him, and I think it was a two-parter on Romulan ships. It was really great. Fleet Paul, I'll probably put a link in the chat so you can check it out. But yeah, good guy, good video. Squadron Course, don't take this the wrong way, but what color are your eyes? They're blue, kind of a bluish gray. Bluish gray 90% of the time when I'm in a really good mood or euphoric, they turn like a nice bright blue. So TX Stephen B has joined the channel at the rank of Commander. Welcome, Commander. Welcome aboard, sir. Thank you very much. Those monthly subscriptions are a big deal to the channel. It's not a lot of money per month, but it's great for the analytics. It helps the channel grow, and it just shows how much you guys love us. You get a little badge beside your name that changes the longer you're a member. You get your name highlighted. It's really cool on our end. Like you see, the green highlighted names are members. Anybody that's not a member doesn't have a green highlighted name, and the badge changes. So thank you so much for joining. It's great to see you, and welcome aboard, sir. You can tell by your profile picture, I think. Anyway, you look like a military guy, so. Hezraz. But then the Romulan situation got confusing because the whole Picard, Kelvinverse, Discovery, Prime Timeline, Side B, Prime Timeline, Side A debate. Sorry for opening the can of worms. Squadron Course, the story is finished. Just polishing and fixing a few small things. You actually got a good role to play. I cannot wait to hear how awesome Captain Foley is in your story. Boom. Fleet Pop puts in the link for part 1 and part 2 of the Resurrected Starships interview. TX Stevensby, love that screensaver you have running on your display in the background. It's not a screensaver, it's actually a playlist on YouTube, which Fleet Paw shared a link to it earlier in the chat. It's all just screensavers and flash animations and stuff over the years that I've converted into video format so that I could have this. I'm an LCARS junkie. I love computer displays in Star Trek and all sci-fi really, but I really love LCARS. I am an LCARS junkie. I love the stuff going on in the background. It keeps you guys occupied. It gives you something to look at besides my ugly face, and I just love LCARS. So it is a playlist on the channel. It is not a public playlist. It's unlisted, but if you get the link, then you can use it. And Fleet Paw did put the link in earlier. I don't know if he'll do it again. He might if he likes you. We'll see. Joseph, what's with YouTube getting rid of the dislike counts? YouTube does weird stuff. There's a whole reason behind it, and it makes sense, but will it help? I have no idea. 5 parts, 700 pages, 114,000 words, 35 chapters. Holy shit. How big a part, percentage-wise, do I play? Just have me read my parts because I don't have time to read, unfortunately. I want to see Tallinn in Lower Decks season or next season. Yeah, that'd be cool. TX Stevens. Oh wow, please repost. And then Fleetpaw is the amazing moderator that he is. Posted the playlist there, so there it is. Hopefully you enjoy it. There are more. This is the all LCARS one. There is a TOS specific one. There's the motion picture era specific one. There's a TNG specific one. An Enterprise era specific one. Aliens. There's sub playlists. Like, if I go over here, all right, let's see. So these are all of our playlists. We got TOS era, so these are all TOS era ones. That's the LCARS one that has all of them. There's the movie era's LCARS. The Foley class display. This was made by one of our subscribers, Dystopian guy. I have my own ship called the Foley class. It's a Dreadnought class. This is for the T-configurated warp core system that the Foley class has. He made an LCARS for me for the monitoring of the systems and the diagnostic. So even my Foley class has its own LCARS and stuff. TNG era LCARS, Enterprise era. All my Star Trek Bridge Crew videos. There's generic sci-fi stuff, which I use occasionally. Stargate computer interfaces. There's a whole bunch of playlists. There's the Vic Banyana Part 1 and Part 2 video. Ooh, look at that. Lots of cool stuff on here. There's even Axanar era. Okay, I don't care what you think about Axanar, I really don't. You can hate it, you can love it. Their fucking LCARS are cool. Like, and they're not even moving. A lot of times I'll just create like a video file for a still image just to have it on because it looks like it's something going on LCARS wise. Some of them do move though, like this one. And this is taken from a video. They're prelude to Axanar video. You just screenshot a specific part of the screen and you can make your own LCARS a lot of different ways, right? So. JJ Trek. This is all the JJ ones I have. Borg LCARS. Don't have very many Borg ones, but like so you can have this play on loop. Or if you play it on the computer, you can actually randomize them. There's more JJ ones. TNG Nemesis era. My exotic racing when I'm driving a Lamborghini Aventador in Vegas. Just saying. Of course, this one has an ad on it, but skip ads. There's me driving a Lamborghini Aventador in Vegas. That was awesome. I also drove an Aston Martin Vantage that day, which I also have the video up on YouTube. But this is the in-car footage. This is getting way off the rails really quick. But here's me. This was Sylvia's wedding gift to me. We got married in Vegas, and she got me this. So I have to wear a stupid fucking helmet on the track, which I hated. But my dream car, so. You guys are like, what is this? A trip down memory lane or what? All right, so that's just that. And then, yeah, here's me leaving. Turn on the volume. This is so fun. I should just do a live looking at some old videos and shit. Yeah. And then the drifting guy goes after me. So, yeah, that's that shit. But there's the V12 Vantage. Oh, here's me going by. This is me driving. And Sylvia's on camera, so I apologize. You guys are like, what is happening? This turned into... He was talking about LCARS, and now he's talking about cars. Ah, that's so fun. I think there's another where I passed by and it's better. Yeah, here it is. Watching home movies with the captain. How you guys doing? Hit that like button. Oh, here I come. This was a good pass too. Oh no, that was a Lamborghini Gallardo. That's me in the Aventador. Hold on, here I come. That's the drifting guy again. Anyway, here I come. Come on. Here I am. I think that was my fastest lap too that she got that one on. It was 5 laps with the Aventador. So, and I think, not that you guys give a shit, but
Foley and Jimmy and the Lamborghini Aventador going out for 5 laps.
5 laps. It shows you where in the Trekyard. It tells you your best lap time.
This thing here, 4,500 pounds. This thing is easy on the pedal. Turn. Accelerate hard all the way out. Back to the right. Good job. Right brake. Turn left. Turn. Accelerate through.
There's Sylvia.
Release the brake pedal.
And this is the long stretch.
And accelerate out. You only want to accelerate hard on the exit of the corners. That's it. Keep going, buddy. Keep going. Pass him on the right. Keep going.
This guy got in my way, so I couldn't go fast. And it's really annoying because this guy's always in your fucking ear beside you, telling you how to drive, which pissed me off. But it's an all-wheel drive V12. This thing drives sick. Let's get up to. This is my fastest one, I think. Only got up to like 190 kilometers an hour, but anyway, whatever. So yeah, those are my playlists. There's a bunch of them. The old Trekyards data files. Really quick little videos on ships that nobody fucking watched. It's really sad, actually. These were really good videos, and nobody watched them. So we stopped making them. Yeah, these were great. If you haven't watched the data files, watch them.
The Star Trek universe and provides you with all of its details and specifications. Today you are accessing the Constitution class cruiser, first seen in Star Trek The Cage and Star Trek the original series in 1966. This is one of Starfleet's most iconic starships, and as such has a wealth of information available for research purposes. Therefore, we will only be presenting the most relevant and interesting details as they pertain to the overall class here today in this compact presentation. Initiating Trekyards data file, transferring to monitor.
Accessing file.
Nobody watched these. The watch numbers are fucking
The
atrocious.
need for a new all-purpose explorer vessel that could fill a variety of roles was required for Starfleet's new campaign of exploration, expansion, and brought attention to various political factions. So, development of the Constitution class of ship began in the late 2230s. By 2244, the first of the class, the USS Constitution NX 1700, was completed and launched, with another, the second of the class, immediately behind it in its development. The USS Enterprise, later to be numbered NCC 1701, was launched in 2245. These ships were designated as Class 1 heavy cruisers.
These new style space frames incorporate the very latest modern sensor, warp components, and deflector systems, as well as the newly developed Duotronic computer system. Eventually, 10 more were commissioned and launched in the following few years. This initial fleet of 12 Constitution-class vessels were assigned deep space patrol and exploration.
So data files and fact files. Our fact files playlist is also really cool. Fact files and data files. Watch them and share them. Share them, share them, share them. I love these, but we can't make any more because nobody watches them.
However, over the course of the next decade or more, new captains and ship-wide upgrades were issued as ships returned and were sent out on new missions exploration.
Anyway, yeah. They're not viable to make anymore because nobody watches them, which is sad because look at this format. I fucking love this.
Mission of exploration with distinction. That being the aforementioned USS Enterprise under the command of Captain James T. Kirk.
A few other Constitution-class vessels built after the initial fleet launch did survive, but these had less impressive service records and were usually stationed closer to internal Federation assets. As a reward to the gallant captain and crew of the Enterprise, and as a mark of pride, Starfleet soon adopted the Enterprise's own insignia as the fleet standard. And
Anyway, so yeah, we've done a bunch of these. So the Defiant, the Nebula, the Shuttle Pod, the Galore, the Crenham Time, our patrol ship, Breen, Galore. What's the other one? Why are there? That one says old. I don't know why that says old. Well, that one's 7 minutes and 56 seconds long. This one's 3 minutes and 39 seconds. We wanted to keep these short, like under 5 minutes, so that it would grab people and bring them to the channel. Most of our videos are like on ships are like 20 plus minutes, which people don't have time for. So we did these, and nobody watched them. It's so disappointing. Data files behind the scenes. Shuttle pod, D7.
Get more done and sell more.
I don't even remember half this shit because this was years ago.
Oreo, egg yolk.
Oh, this is one of my captain's logs, I think. Yeah.
Yes, and we also did finishing the recording of season 2 of Data Files.
Look at this shit. Look at this guy. This young little pup. When was this done? 2017. 2017. Anyway, yeah, this is a making of how we did it. But show you how the scripting and research process goes. And
Look at what's going on. We're actually filming for Data Files season 2 right now. It sounds so exciting.
Data Files season 2 never fucking happened. I think we recorded some stuff, but it never got made. We have so much stuff recorded that never gets done. We've got interviews with Rick Sternbach, with Larry Nemechek, with Andrew Probert that hasn't been released because Samuel hasn't edited them or released them yet, which is sad because there's some amazing fucking content.
As always,
Look at this close-up.
these things for you guys, figuring things out. Yeah, we also did it.
Anyway, I'll just call it quits there. Oh, DJ TH, good night. Foley, that's the shit that got me watching Trekyards. Don't know why no one else watched it. Yeah, the numbers are just awful for the fact files, unfortunately, so. Or for the data files, I mean. Which is a shame, but like you said, a lot of people here even got hooked by those and brought in via that, so. There's just so many great LCARS. Anyway, I should probably wrap this up soon. We're just over the 2-hour mark, which is awesome, actually. I haven't done a 2-hour live in a while. Anyway, probably boring you guys. But anyway, I think I'll call it quits for tonight. Like I said, I have the... And my phone just confirmed I should call it quits because I just got a low battery thing. So I got that thing to do this weekend. I got to get up early tomorrow. So I'm going to go get some sleep. You guys get some sleep. And I'll see you guys. If you're in the London area and you can stop by, please do so. I'd like to meet you and hang out with you. If not, just stay tuned. There will be a captain's log on the events of the weekend, probably. I forgot I turned the sound on. Where did I put the... That's the other thing. Most of these LCARS have sound effects too. I just turn them right down. So. Yeah, a live watch with a Q&A sounds epic. Maybe I'll do that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll go through some of our old videos and stuff and talk about them. I think that's actually a fun idea. Squadron course, $2. Good night all. Hope everyone has a great weekend. And TX Steven, I think, has been watching some of the... Watch the playlist and just realize that a lot of these have sound. So don't be shocked if you run into sound. Like... So... Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to call it... Do the unreleased content live watch party. It's not edited though, so I can't. Samuel has all the files. On that note, I'll call it quits. Have yourselves a good night, and thank you for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join if you can, click the notification bell icon to all. You know the routine. Share the videos, share the fact files, share the data files. Actually, yeah, share the data files. Go share them on Twitter and stuff. Get more people pulled in and hooked to Trekyards. That's a good idea. Go do that. That's your job. I've ordered you. I'm the captain. This is the way. I have spoken. All those catchphrases. Until next time, guys. See ya.